Alright, I'm going to break in here and I'm going to kind of do this on the front end of this video because apparently not many people watch my videos all the way through. And the reason why I say that is because Tuesday evening I posted a video of me and Jay. I am not kidding you when I say this. I probably had upwards of 1,000 messages and no telling how many comments wanting to know what happened to Jay. Well, that accident happened to Jay 3 weeks ago, and I gave almost daily updates for 3 weeks straight. And so that tells me that people are not watching the video. So I'm going to tell you right quick what happened to Jay. Jay got hurt in a skid steer accident working on a skid steer. He got crushed between the boom, the back of the boom, and the front of the machine right there. Broke him all up, broke his nose, sliced his eye open, broke 11 ribs in his body. It caused an aneurysm on his aorta. It squished him so bad. They took him and a whole bunch of other stuff too. He ended up getting pneumonia in both lungs. They took him to Columbus and then they immediately put him on a helicopter and flew him to UAB in Birmingham, and that's where he spent over 2 weeks, or right at 2 weeks, in the trauma ICU up there. They ended up not having to do any surgery on him. The aorta healed itself, thank goodness, and so now he's just in a long road to recovery now. So I wanted to put that in this video right here to explain that. And one other thing I want to put in this video too, and I'll do some more updates on Jay as time goes along. He lives probably 30 miles from me, I guess. And I'll drive up there maybe once every other week or once a week, something like that, and visit with him. So anyhow, the middle of October coming up, not this week, but the week of the 14th of October, is the Sunbelt Ag Expo in Moultrie, Georgia. It's 3 days. It's that Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I'll be there all 3 days. Jill and I will be there all 3 days. I will be with Husqvarna there. We will be set up in Husqvarna's booth with all of my stuff, my t-shirts, caps, all that stuff will be there. So if you show up, if you come to the show and you come there to visit with me or anything like that, be sure and tell somebody from Husqvarna why you're there. They know, they understand a little bit of social media, but I don't think they understand quite exactly the power of it. And it took a little bit to make this happen, to pull this off. So be sure and tell them while you're there. So enjoy the rest of this video. It's really good. A lot of maintenance stuff going on in it. And I am just beat down tired. So I'll be back in a minute. And where's that on the side of the engine over here? See right there behind the oil filter. So when it cracks, it just dumps that oil back into the radiator. I wasn't sure exactly what it was the other day when they said that. I thought maybe might be putting a motor in there or something, and I got a contact up there at Cummins that works in their engine room and stuff. I shot him a message right quick, said ain't gonna be nothing but your engine cooling. And then of course Derek called down there and told Jody and all. So he got to flush. He's flushing it out right now. And what else you got to do to this thing, man? That's right. You got to put it in sending unit in the tank then? Okay. Yeah. That'll work. But y'all not going to be fighting though, right? No. You sure? Alright. So we got B and G, and then we got 2 Stribbling mechanics here. Let me get over here with these guys. That's what I was just asking Patrick. I said, if I bring them down here, I said, y'all not going to fight, are you? He said, no, we won't be fighting. I was like, all right, that'll work. So there's the 2 Stribbling boys. I'm gonna go over and talk to them and get my loader moved real quick. Beat straining, man.
Yes.
You just better have a good crow's foot. You better, if you're gonna do that, you better, that's a snap on right there. You better have a good one. That's the only way to break those things loose like that, if you can get to them.
Yeah.
You know, because it makes it a lot easier. Well, it's gonna need one right here.
Okay, it's gonna need one.
Yeah, it's gotta have one right there. Yeah.
You gonna go ahead and we'll go ahead and
yeah, we'll go ahead and put that one in there since you popped it out. It'll be a 16. Stick it in there. And then the flat side, it goes up against that O-ring. That's the orifice right there. And then that O-ring goes right there. It's probably gonna be like a 12, or maybe a little smaller than 12.
Same size.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
So it's a 16? Okay. I would have figured it was a little bit smaller. Here, just set it down there. If it's no ring to stay in it. Pull it and make sure that O-ring's still in there. Yeah, okay. Alright. Set it down in there.
Yeah, fine.
Hang on. Whoop. See, and then you don't have to hold that line.
Okay.
Yeah, either. So you ain't gotta worry about it, man. You ain't gotta pull on it. You'll tear your chest up doing that.
Yes.
It just makes me, like this line, I'm gonna change this line that connects up right there.
Okay.
Up under there. Just put an extension on it and stick that crow's foot up in there because you can't get to it. It'll knock it right loose, man. Sure will. Alright, now Patrick's finna start on Derek's cutter. He's got some stuff he's gonna do to it. And we're running full bore on my machine. You seen we got the orifice back in there. Never did find the other orifice. Derek asked me the other day, he was talking to the manager up there at Stribbling. Derek said, do you remember when you got that orifice? I said, yeah, March of 2013. They looked back, sure enough, there was a ticket that had the part number on it for the exact orifice. So we didn't have to do a flow test on or anything, just got the same orifice that I got. And Derek asked, said, man, how in the world do you remember that? I said, I don't forget those jobs like that at all, because that was tough. But anyhow, they're pulling the seat out now. He's fixing to pick it up with the crane. Get the seat out. Got to finish the part that dumped the motor oil in it. And then I got a 1-inch line I'm gonna change underneath that boom too. So we got a bunch of stuff going on. We ended up with I loaded 14 this morning, so that put us at 119 for the week is what we ended up getting this week here. So we've had a good week. We just got to shut down and do some work on this stuff now.
No, it does not have seatbelt on.
So there's a new seat right there. Go back in it. Basically just a plug and play, but got to put the armrest on it and the seat belt on it. It's gonna be the worst two things there. And swap the headrest out too. It just snatches right out. That's all it does. Makes it tough because that thing's so high up in the air. Ain't but one person get in there and deal with it. He's got her picked up. He's gonna wiggle her out. Are you swinging with it now? So this seat here is pretty complicated. Not only does it have an airbag, but it's also weight sensing, so that when you start to air it airs up exactly to match your weight that your body has sitting on it. So it's not just a compressor and then an airbag. The airbag's not the problem. It's got a leak somewhere on it there. But my cushion is done. The foam and my cushion is completely gone there on it too.
Got them tight now.
Give out. Give out. How thick is that?
You got the press cut on?
How much oil can you hold? How much? 100 gallons. 100 gallons. That's slick.
And we got 100 gallons of waste, 50 of engine, and 50 of hydraulic.
On the truck. So you got you can put engine oil in then from the truck. Okay. And hydraulic.
And we have 50 gallons of engine oil and 50 of hydraulic, and then 100 gallon waste oil.
So you don't have to fool with no buckets or anything then. Wow.
No.
So mine is done. I tightened my air conditioning belt too. It's fine as long as I never turned it off all day. It never would squall, but if you turn it off and then you cranked it back up, it tried to squall. So I just opened it up and tightened that thing up. Now they're working on Kevin's machine over there now. Gonna do a full service on it. Get it done. A lot, boy. We just did a lot in a little bit of time. Patrick's still working on Derek's machine down there right now. Messing with it, man. We were filthy. Look. Everybody wants to know how we wash these clothes, man. We just wash them. We wash them. We get it out. Comes out of them pretty good. Ooh. The stripping is done. They're backing out. Kevin's doing and putting up all my stuff now. And I think Patrick's about done with Derek down there. So anyhow, a lot of stuff going on in this video. I hope you hung on till the very end of it, or fast forwarded to the end of it till you can get to this commentary right here. But just sometimes you got to do that. People ask me in the comments all the time, you know, all y'all do is work on stuff. Let me tell you, man, if you think you can run logging equipment out working on it or doing like what we do, and the struggles, me struggling with that line like that, oh my gosh. And just slap give out. Get you some logging equipment and run it for a little bit and see what happens. Like I said earlier in the video, we got 119 loads this week, and that was with me loading the 14th load today by about 9 something, somewhere around in there. And so we could have got, you know, 125 to 128 probably today. But we just had stuff we had to do, and we're wanting to try to set a record this next week on max number of loads we've ever hauled in 5 days. But I don't think we're going to be able to make it happen. We're going to give it a shot, but the mills are going to mess us up. We have to be able to haul to all of our mills that we can unload at. So if we have 1 or 2 of those mills kind of go offline out of the system because they're full, that kind of messes us up on you know, on a week of what we can do, because we kind of got to have those mills taking that wood from us also. So it's just one of those things. If we don't, no biggie, it'll be fine. But we felt like we kind of had the best opportunity this coming up week to hit it and run with it and shoot for a record. And you ask what the record is, I'm not even going to say, but it's over 130 loads, just put it that away. But anyhow, I don't know. Maybe the mills hold up. I'm not sure. They didn't hold up for us this week, and we hadn't had any rain, so I don't foresee them holding up any, you know, all the way through this next week either. And two, I want everybody to understand also too, the 119 loads like we got this week, and all the other 100 load weeks that we've hit, it's one tree cutter. And my baby brother Derek runs it, a Tiger Cat LX 830D. And then one skidder, Chad McCool, he's an employee of ours, runs it. It's a Tiger Cat 630D, which it was down from Wednesday on. We didn't get it back going to the day. It had that oil cooler started leaking in it. So he was on our 630E running it. And then my middle brother Kevin, on a John Deere 2554 with a Wartall 624 Super C head, doing all the processing. That's all the lemon processing, all that stuff like that. Just him, and then me and my loader, my John Deere 2154D with the rotoback grapple on it, loading it all. So just 4 guys pumping out that much wood like that. You have to be in the right terrain, and you have to be in the right wood to be able to capitalize on stuff like that. We can't do that every week. Does it beat you down? Does it wear you out? Oh my gosh, I am so give out right now just from the trials of the week, just from running, because the time lapse that you've seen at the beginning of this video, that was 28 loads in that one day. And that time lapse started before 6 a.m. and I stopped that time lapse like 3:40 in the afternoon. And so, man, it's hopping all day long, hopping. We don't stop. We stop for just a little bit to eat lunch. Most of our lunches were only down for 15 minutes. No breaks, no nothing. We just hammered. All the time people say, man, I'd like to work for you and all this like that. Man, we went through so many guys over the years. It takes the right people and the right mindset person to be able to work with us, because most of the time people say, I want to do that and I can do that, and then in reality when they get out there, then they can't quite keep up or run that kind of pace like that. Because I mean, to do that, even in pine, I mean, you can say what you want about pine. People say, well, you're a pine princess or something like that. You know, I'm like, bring it, buddy. Bring it. Bring it. Anything like that. I mean, it's mind-boggling to pull off what we do with just the 4 guys that we got. We're running 5 of our own trucks. Excuse me, 5 of our own, and then we're having 8+ loads picked up daily by other trucks. You know, roughly sometimes 6, 8, something like that, to pull the numbers off like what we're doing. And then one of the mills that we're hauling to 75 miles away one way, and so, you know, and then the other ones are running right around 40 miles or so, something like that. But so I hope you enjoy everything that's been going on. Probably going to be on a tractor doing some disking this weekend, or talking about rain coming up Monday maybe. You know, I don't know what it's going to do. I am sick of the freaking heat though. Today's the October the 4th. October the 2nd here, it was 99 degrees. 99 degrees. And after tomorrow, we shouldn't have any more 90s in the temperature range. And the heat takes a lot out of you. I mean, like when you saw me on the cylinder working on it, I mean, I just soaked, just completely soaked, struggling in there in a precarious position. Wish some of them engineers had to change some of them lines that we deal with sometimes, and because I'm gonna tell you, if they did, they would really put them in a different place where you could get to them, you know. And John Deere, Caterpillar, Tiger Cat, everybody watches these videos and they see what we struggle with day to day doing what we do. And just makes it just there's some little simple things that could be done on this equipment that can make things a lot easier for us. So appreciate all y'all watching. Trying to think if there's anything else. All the clickable stuff down for the Sunbelt Ag Expo, everything is right down below. Even Jay's video that he's in with me is down below. He's got an address there. You can send him a card. Just keep it to a card. Just send him a card. He don't need no money. He don't want no money from anybody. Nothing like that. He's just like I am. He don't want nothing. So, love each and every one of y'all. We'll catch y'all later. Later, taters!